Sligo has some great assets, obviously in the IT that's there, and obviously in the presence of the pharmaceutical sector very strongly in Sligo. I mean, in my young day, it had a very strong. Actually, I worked in a joinery manufactory for a time, and there was lots and lots of woodworking and joinery capability, and tool and die manufacturers. So Sligo had established a reputation, in those areas, and it can do so again in some of these newer areas. You do need a focal point. You need somewhere that people can congregate, and you need to make it attractive for people to want to congregate there, and then facilitate all those interactions for small businesses to develop, and for those businesses to collaborate with each other. And it's in the continuous interactions that the cluster gets created, and then it gets sticky, as they say, and people see a benefit in remaining with it. They see a real business benefit. We always like to say that when in attracting people to come to the hub, we want them to come not just for the nice buildings and the nice environment, but because there's a real strong business benefit reason in doing so. And if there is that, then they will come and stay. It's fundamentally about people. At the end of the day, the capability in a digital hub is manifest in the people, and it's trying to create a congregation or a community, a cluster of people who will be able to interact with each other, to bring about the ideas and the innovations that will generate the new products and services for the digital world. I mean, the internet is expanding at a fierce rate, and even in these difficult economic times, it's a sector that's continuing to grow, and it's disrupting so many traditional industry sectors. So it's just awash with opportunity, and it needs ideas and the ability to bring those ideas to fruition through prototypes and into products and get them out to the marketplace. Starting, as with any project, I mean, starting from scratch, you've got to do, first of all, a mapping of what it is that you actually have before you go out to look for what you need to bring in, and then celebrate, understand what you have, and actually communicate that. And some of that might already act as an attraction to others to come in. I mean, obviously, take for example the whole world, the way the world of health service provision is developing, and likely to develop over time. There's a lot of health service professionals working in the Sligo area. There are research projects going on in that space out in the college, and there's a whole new area of opportunity called connected health. And in fact, there's a woman who lived in Sligo for a time, Professor Rose Kenny, actually is in charge of that here at Trinity, is in charge of the major longitudinal survey that's going on to determine what new services that an ageing population are actually going to need. And there's huge opportunities there for, again, products and services to deliver to that growing marketplace. And there's no reason why you couldn't congregate entrepreneurs, technical people, clinicians. You bring them all together to generate the ideas that will actually give rise to the products and services that the growing market will actually value and demand.